Well, welcome, university students. Well, welcome to the Urban Farming Institute Saturday morning. Oh my gosh, it's a warm day, isn't it? And it's only going to get warmer. And today's a great day to talk about hydroponics. We're getting ready to go into the fall season. It's going to be a peak growing period. It's just going to be a wonderful opportunity to do some wonderful things with hydroponics. We're going to do a little bit of a different format today. It's going to be a little bit of chit-chat, and then it's going to be mostly questions and answers. So when we get to the question and answer piece, I'm going to say goodbye on the video. And then that'll be the end of that. Jack Macaluso is back on the video, is our videographer today, very good guy, and we're very happy to have all of you, so here we go. The big question about hydroponics is why you should do it. How about cleaner, faster, easier? How about maximum nutrient density? Can you get those things by growing in soil? Yes, but wait a minute, the first word was faster and easier. That's hydroponics. You have more opportunity to control your growing medium. You have a better opportunity to control pH. How much control do you have of your pH in your soil? How about zero? You know, the way that we work here, our soils, because we develop our own soil blend, we are acidic, slightly. The water source that we have is groundwater, fortunately, slightly acidic. We run 6.8. So we try to keep those beds running about 6.5 or so. We don't want them to go alkaline, which is anything above 7. And we have this in our soils naturally here in South Florida. It's sandy, alkaline, tough to grow. That's why we don't use native soils when we're growing in our community gardens. But here's a secret about the community gardens. Are you ready for this? This is really cool. They're mostly hydroponic. Is there any soil in the community garden beds? Yes. But not much. And it's a composted product making up about maybe 15% of the total bed mix. Everything else is hydroponic. And why is that? Because we're going to get better performance. I want to show you a couple of things here that are really interesting when it comes to hydroponics. Take a look at this. Everybody knows about the earth box, right? You've seen this before. It's a great growing machine. It's a tomato machine. It was developed by a Florida farmer that was wiped out with a couple of hurricanes a few years ago. So he developed the earth box. The first ones didn't look at all like that, like this. So they've made changes over the years. But this is what this is, and it's designed as a soil-based growing system. Make no mistake. Can you grow hydroponically? Yes. There you go. And here's one of the fun things that I like about growing hydroponically is that you have many opportunities to do some very interesting things. This is designed to grow in soil. Can you grow hydroponically? Yes. Of course. It's simply that you don't tell your plants that you're growing hydroponically. They don't care. As long as the nutrient is where it needs to be, as long as the moisture content is where it needs to be, you can be very, very successful growing hydroponically, even in a soil-based growing system such as this, or out in the raised bed gardens. Just don't tell your plants. It'll be your little secret. Take a look at this. I can pass this around here, but this looks like soil, right? I mean, you would say, gee whiz, that looks like a soil mix to me, right? Looks pretty good. And you can put some humate in here, some azomite and so forth, and you're going to have a really, really nice soil blend. But guess what? That's not soil. Everything in here is hydroponic. And here's another little thing that you can do with these guys that is really beyond clever. How many of you know what microgreens happen to be? Yes, microgreens are very expensive. You see them on salads. Remember back in the day, the alfalfa sandwich? Well, that's a microgreen. Can you grow those hydroponically? You ready for this? Here comes a hydroponic blend. Never turn your back to the camera, John. Okay, got it, Jack. Here we are. There it is. Put your seeds on top. This becomes your shade. Sits on just like that. Wait 10 days. 5 days, 7 days, depending on what your seed happens to be. Take the top off. Here's your carry tray. And then in your classroom for teachers, look at all your root structure you're going to have down here that you can use in a science class. Absolutely amazing. And then you can cut that product and actually give it to the kids to take home or use it yourself. So there it is. How hard was that? These are absolutely amazing. They're especially good for classrooms because every kid can have their own. They're good for kitchen gardens if you're going to do something at home and you want to sit a growing container on your windowsill. Amazing, amazing, amazing. The idea that you can grow anything hydroponically is really critical as you're thinking of your growing strategy. Our soils are challenging here. For example, the peat that we're topping off out here for the fall season, that is a German peat, if you can imagine. We'll never get it again. It's gone. This is the last. And it was a gift to us, and we'll be putting it in those gardens. And if you can imagine how good that product is, it's absolutely scary. Again, it's a peat, not a soil. No dirt. So there we go. So that's going to be it for today. Just remember that you can grow anything that you want to grow hydroponically. You can do it very, very well. We have a whole series of hydroponic classes here at the Urban Farming Institute. We're located in the city of Oakland Park. And thank you so much for being here on a very hot Saturday morning. And until next time, see you soon.